Hey, it's me, GV, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Let's 100% The Elder Scrolls for Oblivion. In the next room lies our target, Mannimarco. I assume. Actually, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure. We are in the Cave of Echoes, and the next room is the Echo Necromancer's Chamber. So, what do you guys think? Let's take a look at our quest, because we are about to do the biggest thing in the Mages Guild. Confront the King. I've arrived at Echo Cave, and have gained access to Mannimarco's lair. I need to find him inside, and put an end to him. Now, unfortunately, this game is not like Fallout, which, as I've said many times, is cool because you'll know if dudes are not going to attack you based on your compass. You'll know, and I really like that, you know, because I like having interactions with people in the game. Like, I want to have all of the interactions with all of the people in an Elder Scrolls and Fallout game. But unfortunately, in Oblivion and even in Skyrim, you know, you don't really know if people are going to attack you or not. So if you're playing as a sneak thief character, generally it sucks because, you know, you'll want to sneak up to them. Like this guy right here, Necromancer Adept. I'm just going to kill him. Wow, he's the only one that was able to survive that. Huh. Okay, well, shoot. Actually, let's reload that then. Yeah, let's reload that. We can do that better. Yeah, anyways, you guys know what I mean. In Fallout, it's cool because you'll see, you know, green blips or normal blip, depending on what color your Pip-Boy is. Why is he dead this time? What? Anyways, yeah, but in this game, you'll have to just kind of guess. So anyways, I don't think that person's going to talk to us. We have a Daedric Mace here, but we're going to have to stop because we're at 455 out of 460, and clearly, we are not done with this quest just yet. Now, interestingly enough, our quest icon lies right over there. So why is there a passage this way? Not exactly sure. The reason I'm saying that is because if we like everything I was saying before, if we just kill Mannimarco, if we can see Mannimarco and sneak up on him. Oh, okay, that's why, yeah. We could just kind of kill him. Perhaps not, though, because if that guy was able to survive one hit, I'm not sure why he wasn't able to this time, but he was before. Then Mannimarco, the boss, the leader of the Necromancers, big bad guy, obviously is probably going to be able to survive it. But anyways, my point is that, you know, if you have to forego your playstyle as being a sneak thief character, trying to kill people in one hit or just doing your best in order to talk to somebody if you want to. And that kind of sucks because, you know, in Fallout, it's different. In Fallout, you know. But oh well, it is what it is. In Fallout, it, I guess, kind of makes sense because of the Pip-Boy technology. Regardless, see, this is what I'm talking about. We could take out our bow right now. Apply a poison. Try to get a headshot. Although that doesn't matter, obviously. But no, we're going to talk to him because I'm pretty sure he's going to talk to us. But what we could do is clear out these other things. I'm just not sure if they're going to aggro, so there's probably no reason to even attack them. Anyways, let's get close, and then we'll break stealth, and then we'll talk to Mannimarco.
Why do you bother? I see Bolor was unsuccessful in delaying you. Very well. I shall reanimate him once we are done here. Perhaps we shall chat for a while, since you really have no other options. I must say, I expected Archmage Traven, rather than his star pupil. I am disappointed to see that he could not face me himself. I have met so many of his predecessors over the years. I developed a particular fondness for Galerion, ill-preserved though he may be. But here you are instead, skilled enough to make it this far, which speaks volumes about you. Perhaps you'll be as useful to me as Traven would.
Oh, buddy, if you think that I'm going to help you, even subconsciously or even against my choices, you got another thing coming, Mannimarco. I'll serve you if you spare me. See, who would ever pick these options? Like, I don't even know if I've ever heard him say that because, God, you'd have to be role-playing as, like, a huge bitch type character, which I just try to make the coolest characters ever, probably in an effort to feel more cool about myself when I first played these games in high school when I was a loser. Anyways, yeah, we're not going to go with that option, obviously. I'll never help you.
Oh, my dear. I didn't mean to imply that you have a choice. I will make you another in a long tradition of worm thralls, and take my time in studying you. Your very soul will be forfeit to me.
What?
Power, my dear friend. I seek power. And so I acquire and study those who have some degree of it. We are after the same things, your guild and I. Yet you worry about good and evil, and do not accept they are manifestations of the same thing. So you brand me a villain, and make vain attempts to destroy me. I watch, and I wait, and I collect you when you come for me. Instead of drawing Traven out, I have received you instead. Perhaps I shall personally go and collect him when we are done here.
Yeah, I hate to tell you, buddy, but if you're in a deep, dark cave with banners with skulls on them and dead bodies hanging from the ceilings and a bone cage all around you, you're probably a villain. Just to let you know. What is he using on me? I actually want to see. So if we go to spells or is it this? I always forget with Oblivion. Is it like this in active effects, or is it on spells? Yeah, active effects. I'm not sure what he's doing. Obviously, it's going to be bad. Resist disease, no. Can we not see bad effects? No, we should be able to, right? I'm not really sure how to see what he's doing, but it seems to be a charm spell, which I guess would make sense in a way, since he's a necromancer. He makes people do things against their will. I'm not really sure. Anyways, let's kill Mannimarco. I don't remember how this fight goes. I don't remember if there's more than one thing, if there's more than Mannimarco. He's a necromancer, so obviously he's going to be summoning things. We're going to be focusing all of our efforts on Mannimarco, however. And how much charge does this blade have? 16. Okay, that'll work. Yeah, he's already summoning things. Your blunt is being drained. Well, that's fine. You can take my blunt skill. I don't care. Okay, we're going to go marksman, just because I honestly think that blade is going to be too easy. Okay, I am getting, like, tripped up all over the place with my firing. And I'm just getting tripped up on all of the environment. Yeah, he's so easy. And again, that's on normal difficulty with scale to whatever level we are, 25 or so. I've killed the King of Worms. I should return to the Arcane University to announce his defeat. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think I said this the last time around. I think I said this on the previous Let's Play. Mannimarco is so disappointingly easy. And just to show you guys, gameplay, difficulty, it's a little bit above normal, which I know some people are like, well, you should have put it to above normal. But as you guys have seen, I mean, other enemies are much more tough and they take much longer to kill. So, yeah, disappointment with Mannimarco overall. If we loot him, he's got the King of Worms robes, and he's got the Staff of Worms. Reanimate for 30 seconds on target. So that's a pretty powerful effect. You know, if a very strong target dies, if a Daedra or something dies, you can use the Staff of Worms, and it revives it. And it's even something that you can kind of keep. It's got 227 uses, so you can do that 227 times without recharging it. Although I'm not sure if it uses up more than one use. I don't really know. Never really used staves or magic as a whole in Oblivion, just because I feel that it's not really that fun. But, you know, I understand it's fun to make a bunch of cool spells and whatever. Anyways, we're going to take this, and it's going to put us over our carry weight, so we're going to need to go over here and drop some stuff off. I'm not sure exactly. Yeah, we could sort by weight and see what we've got. Let's get rid of the ebony mace. And we are good to go. We got about 30 pounds left. Okay, so yeah. And he's also got this dagger here, but it's just a silver dagger. So I don't really know why they make Mannimarco so disappointing. It was so easy to kill him. Look at that. Okay, now what's drag a body? It's Z, right? So Mannimarco, you're going to return to where you came from, which doesn't really make any sense whatsoever. It's interesting that the ebony mace has sort of like equipped itself on him, even though he's a dead body. Unfortunately, trying to drag people in trying to drag people in the PC version of Oblivion is very, very tough. As I've mentioned before, it just doesn't have the momentum like dragging people on the console version has. Okay, down goes Mannimarco. So incredibly easy. Let's go ahead and loot this chest. Nothing. This chest. Come on, man. You're not even gonna give me a filled. You're not even gonna give me a filled grand soul gem. You're just gonna give me an empty one. Okay, we're gonna take the gold as well. And I think that's it. That one passage that we saw that I was like, why is that passage there? Pretty sure it's because if we fall into the water, it leads back. We have a paralyzed tome and 10 gold. Let us use the paralyzed tome. Do you want to add paralyzed? Yes, I do. Effects paralyzed 10 seconds on touch. So I'm not sure exactly. Wow, 475. So we're going to keep that as well. We got so many things to sell that's not just weapons or armor. Need to find somebody better than Roseanne. Also, I've been making the mistake that actually surprisingly not a lot of people have pointed out, even though it's one of those things that a lot of people would point out, given the nature of my channel and its comments. But yeah, Roseanne has a gold cap, which is why a lot of our stuff has been sold to us for so low, which I didn't realize because, I don't know, my brain just works in weird ways. It goes from like, it goes from different Elder Scroll to different Elder Scrolls, and like certain things are changed, and I never remember which ones are which. Oh my god. One thing I really don't like about Oblivion as well is like how the health bar never goes below a certain point. You kind of have to just keep slashing. I guess the explanation is that maybe it would just get so low since it's detracting from both sides that eventually you couldn't see it anyway. I don't know, but the fact that like it just doesn't, like in Skyrim it does that a little bit, I suppose, but for the most part you can tell like when you're about to kill somebody. But in Oblivion it's a little odd. The final little bit like never goes away. Okay, now where are we? We could refer to our map. I'm just gonna pick a direction though because I'm lazy. Actually, hold on. So there's our exit, Echo Passages. It'll take us back to the start. Which looks like we just passed it. It's like right over here. I don't think it's this way though. I think it was right behind me. Could be wrong though. Is this where we entered? No, that chest is new, right? Maybe not. Well, why are we going this way? We should have just went back the way that we came. Oh yeah, there's the Necromancer Adept, and yes, so like I said, it links up. Yeah, man, Mannimarco is super duper powerful. Apparently y'all were leaving some lore in the comment section below. Once again, I need to remind you, I'm not the lore guy. But it was interesting lore. Apparently, Mannimarco split himself into two beings at some point. People were saying that he was in Morrowind. Other people were saying that he was in Arena and or Daggerfall. So he's been around for a very long time. And yeah, people were saying that he was doing all sorts of weird things. Oh, right. This place is pretty big. Okay, let's try to... Oh, thank God. I don't even know if that did anything, though, because we're going to have to drop down there. Yeah, let's bypass all these dudes again. Okay, you know what? We're just going to run out. I'm not going to spend the rest of the episode fighting a million wraiths and liches. But yeah, Mannimarco is super powerful, and apparently he split himself into the King of Worms and the King of... and the something else of Worms. I'm not exactly sure. You guys are going to have to refer to the comment section if you want to see that lore. Kudos to whoever, like, fully explains it. Anyways, he's just a really powerful being, so it's very disappointing. Where are we going? Getting turned around again. Echo Passages, so if we just kind of go forward and then keep following it all the way, don't go to the first door. Okay, let's see. Where, though? Forward and to the left. Anyways, yeah, he's a very powerful being, and the fact that we can just go in there and kill him in like 2 hits is super duper annoying. I didn't even use the dagger because I knew it would kill him super quick. If you're just a humanoid character... But what would they do, though? Because in Oblivion, I guess there's not really, like, that many... Oh, come on, man. Whew. This is where Dar'Vesh's agility comes into play. Left or right? This way. Yeah, I don't know. Just kind of a letdown. to build up this character for so much and then just kind of have him die super duper easily. But I don't know. I guess you could argue that GV, you didn't give him enough time to summon things. After all, he's a necromancer. You know, he's going to be using conjuration, but that doesn't make much sense. Why would I give him time to, like, reach his full power? You know what I mean? So, yeah, even if we rose the difficulty, I honestly don't think he would even be that much tougher. As long as we have an enchanted dagger, which, as you guys have seen, is just so incredibly powerful. We got to move a little bit forward because I still think it's the things are chasing me from within Echo Cave. So let's try to get as far away as possible. We now get to play our favorite game. Keep moving for an insurmountable amount of time. An indeterminate amount of time, I should say. There's something happening down there. What's going on? Let's actually see. What is happening here? It looks like an ogre and a Khajiit bandit versus... Oh, an Imperial Watch... Ooh, let's try to help him out. Actually, what is happening with this deer? Oh my god. Did Mannimarco get to this deer? This is just awful. Okay, I'm not sure why I'm doing that because I'm probably not going to make this the thumbnail in all honesty. Probably going to make it more serious with Mannimarco. Okay, gosh, let's just keep moving in a direction. I'm not even sure what is supposed to be aggroed onto me now. Maybe the ogre, but he's going to be down there with the Imperial Watch dude for a while. Come on, man. God, man, the waiting for traveling must be the absolute worst in Oblivion. Because I never have this many issues in Skyrim for sure. And in Morrowind, I just don't remember how bad it is. Don't make me cut just to... Come on, dude, there's nothing around me for like miles and miles and miles. Oh my gosh, are you serious? Like, look at this. It's insanity, dude. Makes no sense whatsoever. This mechanic, honestly, is really, really bad. Like, they should have tightened this up. I don't know. Because even if it... I guess maybe it wants you to stay and fight. We're going to go down there and see if we can't find a Nirnroot. Maybe make some of this worth it. But let's not die, shall we? Where am I? This seems like a location, but I'm not seeing an icon on my map. Let's kill the bear with sneak. Apparently I am noticed. I'm detected. I don't know by what, though. Let's not die to a bear. That would be super, super embarrassing. Goldenrod. That's the flower, not the bear. Is it just a cub? No, it's a full brown bear. Ow. And we've got its soul. Okay, I think we're safe to travel now. That just took... That was craziness. Yeah, that mechanic's super annoying, especially in Oblivion, it seems. There should be a Nirnroot here. I mean, it can grow near any body of water, not just... Yes, there's a Nirnroot right over there. See what I mean? Yoink. I found 30 more of the Nirnroot. I should return to Sindarion and Skingrad so we can begin creating a strong version of the Elixir of Exploration from them. Very, very cool. Okay, we got to remember to do that. And I think we have extras, right? Stored away? Could be wrong. Anyways. I have killed the King of Worms. I should return to the Arcane University to announce his defeat. And again, just really disappointing. Like, just blow up this guy. Mage's Guild honestly seems to be, to me, one of the easier guilds to complete. I could be wrong because... Again, the way my memory works is I just can't think of everything at the... by the way, I think we should wait... Let's wait 7 hours. I just can't think of everything at this point in time and you know, all of the different guilds and try to think if like some are easier than others. But I think I've always kind of had the feeling the Mage's Guild is quite easy, especially because every time, no matter what difficulty I'm on, Mannimarco seems to be defeated with the greatest of ease. So let me know what you think, ladies and gents, if you have a different opinion.
Archmage, you have returned. Mannimarco has been defeated? I can hardly believe it. The King of Worms is no more. I received a note from Archmage Traven. I know what he did for us and that he selected you to take his place. I will mourn for him during my own private time. For now, I cannot help but rejoice. You have brought safety to the guild, and I thank you. I've already sent word to all the local guild halls that you are now in charge. Congratulations, Archmage.
Thank you. So yeah, outside of the recommendations, I mean the Okay, we got the Archmage's hood, the Archmage's robe. I believe we already had those, right? But they didn't have any enchantments. Outside of the Mages Guild recommendations, this guild, in my opinion, is the fastest. It goes so incredibly fast, I feel like. You do get some cool rewards. You know, we got the Staff of Worms, which is neat. And it's also what, you know, what does the opposite of Russell's My Jimmy's. What I actually like is that it looks really cool, because I always like going to my player homes and, you know, stocking them up with the coolest looking weapons. And I always have known that the Staff of Worms is one of the cooler looking things. Ingredient collection.
As the Archmage, you are entitled to certain privileges. In addition to the full use of all guild facilities, there is one service available to you. Juliana Fanis has long served Archmage Travin in collecting alchemical ingredients for his personal research. As the new Archmage, I'm sure she'll extend the service to you as well. At your convenience, consult her at the Lustratorium.
Okay, will do.
It's curious. Skin
And it looks like that's it.
be seeing you.
Oblivion's such a good game anyways that they don't really need to expand. Well, they should have, but, you know, I give them a pass. But some of the guilds, yeah, they just kind of end. It's like, okay. You know, I think they did a better job of that in Skyrim. Let's take a look at our Archmage hood and robe. Yeah, it's just nothing. That might seem really ridiculous. So that's what they look like. I like the I like Skyrim's version much more. I honestly think Skyrim's version is beautiful, beautifully designed. What were we wearing? Blackhand hood and the Morag Tong set. Yeah, but the benefit of having them, you know, what? Oh, and the the King of Worms robes. It is odd though that these are not enchanted, but you can enchant them yourself, which I guess is the point, if there is a point. Okay, now what else do we have? Is it pointing me directly to the person? Need to speak with Julian Fanis about collecting alchemical ingredients for the Archmage, and she's right here apparently.
What can I help you with?
Garridan's Tears?
You aren't the first person to go looking for those. Quite a remarkable story, really. I know a bit about it.
Please, I wish to hear it.
Certainly. Garridan was a knight who lorded over a small village of peaceful farmers. One harvest summer, there was a horrible drought. The farmers appealed to Garridan to discover a solution. He spent a week consulting with sages until one of them mentioned a possibility. The sage told him of an artifact called the Everflow Ewer. The vessel, which looked like a silver pitcher, was said to supply endless water.
Amazing.
Yes, indeed. Legend has it that Garridan found the ewer, and that it was guarded by a fearsome creature. It is also said that the creature froze him. When Garridan realized his quest was a failure, and he wouldn't be able to return and save the farmers, he began to shed some tears. As the ice enveloped him, some of his tears were frozen as well. Some even say that the divine, Mara, took pity on the poor knight. To commemorate his kind heart, she imbued the tears with some sort of magical power. That's only rumor, though. You know, if you're really interested in more, there's a book I read once called Nightfall. It may have more about Garridan.
Where can I find this book?
I think I saw a copy last time I was at the first edition bookshop in the Market District. I wish I could tell you more about them, but that's all I remember from speaking to my colleagues here at the university.
Okay, if you guys remember, we started Garridan's Tears a while ago. I don't remember when, but it's an interesting side quest that we'll definitely get to.
Ah, yes. Archmage Travin was quite fond of making potions in his spare time. So much so, in fact, that it became difficult for me to meet his needs. I finally accommodated him by enchanting a very special chest for him. You'll find it in the Archmage's quarters. Once a week, place a single ingredient in the chest. After 24 hours, you'll find a sizable quantity of the ingredient available for use. Do be prompt in collecting them, however. Anything left in the chest for a full week will be destroyed. And before you ask, yes, this only works with ingredients. Be very careful in what you place in that chest. I can't be held responsible. I rarely leave the university, as I have all I need right here. If you need ingredients, try Ogier Georic at the main ingredient.
Okay. So it looks like
Visit me again anytime.
there's only one thing left to do, which is explore our archmage's quarters. Like I said, I wanted to see if I could find the bloodworm helm and the necromancer's amulet. I'm pretty sure they're just gone though now. So here's our quarters. We've been here before when we stole the ice staff. We've been here before when we've talked to Traven, and now it's ours. So let's take a look really quick. It's pretty small, not too much to look at, in all honesty. In all honesty, we have an altar of spell making though, so we can make spells here if we would like to. That is obviously one of the constellations. I guess the mage or the wizard. I'm forgetting my Oblivion. I'm forgetting my Elder Scrolls constellations, but yeah, one of the signs that you can pick. We have an enchanted chest here, which is what she was talking about. Now, if we go into our inventory, go into alchemical ingredients, we can place something in here, and it will duplicate itself. Now, I'm not going to place Nirnroot just because... Oh. Yeah, I only have 4 anyways. I forget if it works with Nirnroot. I think it doesn't. Well, we could just... I guess we could try it out. Let's go ahead and save the game. Yeah, I am 90% sure it doesn't work, which it should, in my opinion. You know, Nirnroot is like one of the only really annoying fetch quests in the game, and if you go through the trouble of, you know, being the Archmage in the Mages Guild just to finish Sindarian's stupid quest, you should be able to, I think. So she said place something in here and wait 24 hours. The duplicated item will remain there for a week, and if anything is in the chest after a week, it's destroyed. And I don't think that's specific to this chest. That's just referencing the mechanic in this game where if you go to a random chest and place stuff in it, you know, it'll be gone in a week because it resets. But they kind of play it off as like, oh, but it's enchanted, so it's destroyed. So let's see. I'm pretty sure it doesn't work with Nirnroot. Yeah. But if we take... Actually, we're going to reload because it might count that even though it didn't work. But if we go to something else, is there anything that we actually need? Yeah, there's some stuff that's really popular, like Void Essence. Actually, no, let's do something that we'll actually have use of. Although I'm not sure what that would be at this point in time. It would be salts if we had any, but yeah, let's just do Void Essence. Oh, Void Salts, there we go. Yeah, we'll place that in there. So now it's in the chest. There's one of them, right? So we're gonna wait a full day. I've always had issues with this chest, I think. I guess mainly because, you know, I never use alchemy for the most part, and the only ingredient I'm really concerned with when playing Oblivion is Nirnroot. So maybe I just don't use it too much in my playthroughs, but I also feel like when I just try to use it normally on an ingredient like Void Salts, it doesn't work. But we'll see. I don't even know how much it gets increased by, which we might not even be able to take if it's a lot. 11, yeah, okay, it did work. So there, it increases it by 10. So you can do this once a week, and obviously if you really want to, you could just wait a full week and keep doing this over and over again. But we have turned 1 Void Salt into 11 Void Salts, and that's pretty good. Obviously, there's duplication glitches and everything like that. But if you're like me, you don't like to use that stuff because it breaks the game and it just completely ruins the fun. So if you do want to duplicate ingredients, well, there you go. That way increases it by 10 each time. Other than that, we just have a bunch of normal other stuff, an altar of enchanting, so we can enchant and make spells here. Some various books, Children of the Sky. I think we read these last time we were here, right? None of them were skill books. Fragment, Song of Hormir? Huh. Okay. I'm not sure if that's unique. There's so many little books and notes and things that are spread all over that aren't just related to... aren't just related to certain spots in the game. So, yeah, I think that's about it. I remember the Mages Guild rewards are pretty underwhelming. The Enchanted Chest is pretty cool. Note from Grey Fox removed? Why? That's the note that we placed there when we were in the Thieves Guild. But now we're the Archmage, which is quite ironic, if you ask me. And yeah, that's it, ladies and gents. That's it for the Mages Guild. You can keep using the Enchanted Chest. And... I think that's literally it. Yeah, the Mages Guild is one of the most underwhelming finales, even though it's cool because, you know, Mannimarco's cool and the Staff of Worms is cool. But other than that, you don't really get too much. Nevertheless, that is that. We're going to move on to something entirely different in the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I will see you there. Bye-bye.